Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86. Here you will find everything from your favorite characters, from anime, series or movies, such as figures, statues, trading cards, and other limited special edition items. I will show you everything that is included. For example, we will discuss the design of the box, how it's packaged, the design of the figure, the articulation points, the accessories that are included, and we will see our favorite characters in special scenes. And you never know, you might see other characters make special guest appearances, so you can decide whether it's worth getting or not. Subscribe and join me on new weekly adventures. Now let's start the show. Let's go. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86 and today I have a special collaboration between Razer and Pokemon. This is their Gengar headphones. On the front side of the box you basically see the image of the headphones, which are Gengar theme. So these are the Razer Kraken Kitty V2, the Gengar USB headset. On the back side of the box it shows you some more highlights of the headphones. For example, you have the light up effects that you can change the colors on them. It offers the 7.1 audio system and it's supposed to have a hyper clear mic along with a hybrid fabric and leather cushions, which we'll see about that. So along with getting the headset, I also got the mouse that was part of the collaboration. They also did a mouse pad, but I didn't bother getting that one. I just didn't really see the whole I must go out for the full Gengar theme. But I did end up picking up this particular mouse. So this is the Razer Cobra. On the side of the box you see some of the performance features. I like how this collaboration has its own little catchphrase. It's mischief time. A quick background of who Razer is. It seems to be the world's leading brand for gamers, by gamers. The specialty is hardware that brings high performance to the gaming world, from keyboards, laptops, drivers. So everything that they do is focused on the gaming experience and performance. The headphones are packaged in a cardboard box with the cutout on it, and it also comes with the sleeve that says for gamers by gamers. So it appears that Razer took a similar slogan like Fubu, for us by us. So this is the gaming version of that. Similar to the headphones, the mouse is no exception. It's packaged in a cardboard layout with a protective bag. Here's a quick pass at the instructions that come with the headset. So the main takeaway is this particular section that shows you what everything is. So here you have a diagram of the headphones along with what the features are. Then it tells you what's needed to get it running. So it sounds like you need a Windows 10 computer. Then it shows you how to get your warranty. Followed by that, it shows you how to set up the headset. And the big shocking part, to no surprise, it seems that if you really want to get the 7.1 surround sound, you have to download their software. Here's a quick pass at the instructions that come with the mouse. At the beginning, it gives you the company statement. Then it tells you that you need this special software if you really want to get the best out of the mouse performance. Here's an overview layout of the mouse and what the buttons do. Here's the software you need on the laptop to get the mouse working. Then it shows you how to set it up, followed by you get 2 years of warranty. So here's the 360 of the special headset by Razer in collaboration with Pokemon, which is the Gengar theme. One thing to note, overall the product does feel very lightweight and it seems to mostly be made out of plastic. It does come with a connection that is USB, so these headphones don't have power through a battery. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and share the video. Hopefully you can see some of the design details that they put in here. For example, inside the ear cups, you have an image of Gengar. I really like the Gengar spikes that they put on top of the headset. It really lets you know that these are Gengar headphones and it adds character to them. Then by the back side of the ear cups, you have a silhouette of Gengar. Overall, design wise, I like what they did here. The implementations of the Gengar theme go very well on these headphones, especially the color scheme between the dark purple and the light purple, which matches the colors used on Gengar, and that is something that attracted me to get these particular headphones. Follow me on IG at Titan del 86. The other thing is I like what they did with the headphone mic. For a minute I thought it was going to be a fixed plastic piece, but you could actually move it and customize it to where you want the mic to go. The other thing that I like is how they styled the cable for the USB. It feels like it's got some durability to it. Only time will tell how well that goes. Here's the 360 of the Gengar mouse by Razer in collaboration with Pokemon. Overall, the mouse feels very lightweight, and I wonder if they did that on purpose to get that special move you're trying to go for in the video game or whatever. Then maybe the lightweight does help, but the plastic feels very cheap. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. But I have a feeling here, if they could get away with it in plastic, that's probably why they did it. But the buttons, they don't feel really strong either. Again, I think the durability on this mouse is not going to be great. Maybe with continuous usage within a year or 2 years. I have a feeling that the plastic materials are going to give away because they're very thin. The one thing that I do like is the cable. The cable does feel like it's a good quality cable. So again, time will only tell how the performance of the mouse goes. Follow me on IG at Titandal86. But here, as far as looks go, it looks really good. I do like the two Gengar images that they put on both the left side and the right side of the mouse clicks. And the little background image that they put of the Pokemon Ghost and the Pokeballs that go along with it as far as the back section of the mouse goes. And I also like the shiny trim piece in the middle. It gives it a sense of classiness. So design wise, it looks pretty good, but durability, that's going to be a very questionable thing, just based on how the whole thing feels. One thing to note, touching the headphones, they don't feel like they're expensive. Honestly, they feel like a cheap plastic. So it makes me wonder how many times you gotta drop them before the plastic starts to crack. Or even if it's one of those plastics that once it's very aged, it will start to show and it will crack. The other thing that I noticed is I don't see much of metal configurations here, which helps on the headphone side by keeping them nice and lightweight, but it also hurts the product as far as longevity goes. I have a feeling because it's mostly made out of plastic, these headphones are probably not going to last a long time, especially if you're one of those that's going to use them continuously. The other thing that I noticed is I do like the foam pads that it has. It feels like that nice little cheap leather, but on the inside of the rim, especially for the ear cups, it seems that they transition it to a cloth type material that is very soft. It's not like velour, but it's somewhat similar. So once again, only time will tell with continuous use how long this would take. Just to give you an example, for me, I originally had the Beats by Dre when they first came out, and those headphones that lasted me about, I want to say maybe 12 to 14 years. And the first thing that went with them was the leather padding. The leather padding started to strip away on them. Now you do get some motion from the cups, as you see here, and this is as far range as you get here, so it's not a whole lot. The other thing to note here, if you see this marker for the different head sizes, is made out of plastic. All the other headphones that I've seen, they have used this made out of metal, and that is true to Beats by Dre and also by JBL. Hopefully there you can see the menacing image of Gengar, so that is something that I do like. So in case you're keeping track, this is our 4th video of the special Halloween mini series that I'm doing. So who other than the Pokemon Gengar, since this is a ghost Pokemon that is known to hunt people and is also known for mischievous things, which really encompass the whole spirit of Halloween. So that's why I picked this special collaboration between Razer and Pokemon. And honestly, I wasn't expecting to get these. I just happened to be walking by Target by the electronics section, and I basically saw these that were available for sale. So I just decided to go for it and bought them. And here we are now. Now we're doing a review on them. As far as performance wise, they're actually pretty good. So far, they have been very comfortable, even though they feel really lightweight and cheap. And I really like the design pattern that they chose for them. They used a very smooth plastic material for the Gengar spikes that they put on top of the headset. In case you're wondering, to me it looks like the Gengar spikes are glued to the top of the arc. So you just want to be careful, because I have a feeling that if you was to drop these, those Gengar spikes would definitely fly off. As you see, this is all made out of plastic, but right here is the nice softness. Same here is leather wrapped here with the soft material going around the cup. Then you have the foam material for the outer of the cup. One thing to note, that wheel for the volume up and down only goes by even numbers. So it starts at 0, then it increments from 2, 4, and so on. There's no way using it that you can get an odd number if you're particular about your volume settings. And there's the silhouette of Gengar. Just for your knowledge, there's another variation of Pokemon and Razer collaboration, which features a more Pokemon theme that has a keyboard. It's got the mouse along with a special headset. So that is the other alternative to this Gengar theme one. There's the rotations that you can get out of the mic. And then here's the cord. So here's a quick pass of the mouse. Here you can see the nice details of the Gengar pictures. It was really nice and responsive when I used it. So in continuing the comparison, this is the headphones that were done by JBL. One of the things that I like about these headphones is the rotation of the cup, which is something that is missing from the ones by Razer. So you see these particular headphones, they give you the rotation movement there, and if you wanted to, you could also do this. You see that? It gives you a nice angular motion as well. And similarities, the foam pad feels exactly the same and same material. The only difference that you see here is that these are reinforced with metal portions making the arc, as well as within the ear cups. And the other key notice here is the fabric that they chose for the arc. And here you can see the big logo there from JBL. And to me, this material seems more durable than the one that was used by the Razer headphones. So this is basically my comparison about those. As far as the performance goes, I do like the sound that comes out of the Razer ones versus the ones here. But as usability goes, these have way more usage because not only you can do wire, you could also do Bluetooth. Where the Razer ones, you're basically stuck with the wire. And in case you're only using it to listen to music, you're not able to get rid of the mic piece. Where here, it already has a mic. Like I mentioned before, the Razer ones are for gaming and also talking through the microphone, where these are more for just listening to music, whether you're on the laptop or on the phone on the go. And you can see the limitation on the Razer one because they only gave you a USB connection. If they really wanted to be mobile, they would have gave you a headphone jack, but obviously it tells you that these two headphones are made for two different scenarios here. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts. For point of reference, I also brought in my Beats by Dre. So these are the ones that I had for a long time, and you can see that it's got a small rotation on the cup. You can see where the leather covering of the foam started to wear out, and especially by the arc there, where it's completely gone. So these again, as you can see, and obviously they took up quite a beating where the plastic actually aged, because I didn't drop these or anything, it just happened to break there. You can see that these headphones, they stuck with me for a really long time, and you can see some of the mobile joints that came with it, which obviously are lacking in the Razer headphones. But to me right now, the JBL ones are a better step up than these. To give you another perspective, this was from a no brand, I don't even know if they're still around. This was by Able Planet. So these to me were the first noise cancelling headphones. They came out a very long time ago, and as you can see, the same wear and tear happened where the leather started to strip away, not only from that but also from the arc. And on this one, they were made out of metal here, and you can kind of see where I started putting vinyl tape on it because that's where it broke. The plastic of their old age started to crack, and the spring mechanism just popped right through. So that is kind of how these headphones basically stopped working, at least for me. The other thing is these were battery operated in case you wanted to use them for the noise cancellation, but if you didn't, you can just plug them in away and they will still work. Unlike the Beats by Dre, where those had to have the battery turned on for them to actually work, which is something that I really like about these JBL ones. You're not limited. If you want to, it does have a battery inside of them that you can charge. So if you want to use all the cool features, including the Bluetooth, you can turn them on and it'll have all those features for you. But if you want to, you can go without turning them on and they just become regular headphones with the phone jack. Which brings me back to these. So here you basically got some of the comparisons from what I was expecting and what I'm getting based on these Razer headphones in collaboration with Pokemon with the Gengar theme. Overall, they have a good usage for what they're intended for. I just don't think they're gonna last a really long time, just because I don't see the components that would tell me that the durability is there. But look wise, they look really cool. And obviously for what their purpose is as far as gaming goes, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a good time with all your Gengar accessories, especially if you're a big Gengar fan. Now you have the full set of decorating, everything Gengar theme. So when you power up the headphones, immediately the Gengar silhouette lights up. As you can see here, this is the stock color, which matches the colors of Gengar, which is that purple. To me, this is the best part out of the whole headset. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. I'm pretty sure Gengar is almost everyone's favorite ghost Pokemon. Obviously he is one to me, so here we are. If you remember, a while ago I did a review of the Gengar watch with Pokemon Center in collaboration with Fossil, and honestly that watch was amazing. If you haven't checked out that video, I suggest you go take a look at it. This is how bright the light is in complete darkness, just in case you were wondering while you're gaming there at night with the lights out. Follow me on IG at Titandal86. One thing that I would like to have included in this package would have been either a headphone case or a stand to hold the headphones. I know they did that on purpose because they want you to buy their accessories, which is a stand that holds headphones that also has the RGB. When you plug the mouse to the laptop, it automatically lights up the logo of Razer. In addition to that, it also lines up the back side of the mouse, basically complementing the pattern in the back. Hopefully the camera can capture it for you. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And obviously you can't forget about the collaboration between Pokemon Center and First 4 Figures, where they did the whole Gengar evolution line from Ghastly Hunter to Gengar with some light up effect parts. And if you haven't checked out that video, I suggest you go check it out. That was a really good statue as well. This is so you can see how bright the light is in complete darkness. Let me know in the comments with your thoughts. Don't forget to follow me on IG at Titandal86. To me, overall, in summary, this was a good collaboration between Razer and Pokemon, especially having the nice Gengar theme. I really like what they did with the headphones as far as the design cues that they implemented with the Gengar silhouette on the earpieces that lights up. And obviously for me it didn't work, but if you get the software to work on your side, you could actually change the colors of that Gengar pattern, which showcases the specialty of this company, which is their chroma RGB, but obviously here it didn't get to shine. The other thing that I like were the Gengar spikes that added that nice characterization to let you know that, hey, these are Gengar headphones. And obviously it wasn't shy about it because they really stick out. I also like the mouse. The mouse performed a lot better than I was expecting. It was very agile to the uses that I had to do with it. I'm not too crazy about the light up effect parts on it. I feel like the mouse they could have did a little bit more customization to make it look like the Gengar that I was expecting. If they wanted to, they could have also added Gengar spikes to them as well. But they chose not to, making it more of a fancy mouse with Gengar stickers on it. But the headphones are a different story. There you can see that they actually spent some time to think about how they wanted to design these particular headphones. The other thing that I like about the headphones is that they're very lightweight, but what I don't like is that they do have the overall feelness of cheapness. Same thing for the mouse, but I think here you're basically thinking about the performance, which performance wise they seem to be fine. Durability, I don't think these headphones nor the mouse are gonna last in the long run, especially if I compare it to the other headphones that I had in the past. For example, Beats by Dre, that one lasted me a good 12 to 14 years. I honestly don't remember because I practically had them when they first came out, and that was before Dr. Dre sold the company over. So I'm not sure how the quality is or the technology that is being used on them since the new owners took over. And the other one are the JBL headphones. Those are still pretty good as well. But there's something here within the special Gengar ones. If you really like the whole Gengar theme and all that, I suggest you go for them. You will not be disappointed. But if you're expecting to get durability or longevity that will last you a lifetime, you're looking at the wrong place, because these headphones, I doubt that they will last a long time. I'll be surprised if they last 2 years, honestly. But only time will tell, and maybe later on I can do a reflection of my continuous use of these headphones to see how the durability really is. But obviously at that point most of these will be already sold and gone, or they'll be in someone's closet waiting to flip them later on, because I'm pretty sure some scalpers probably bought some of them to try to sell them for triple their cost. But honestly, to me, these headphones would not be worth paying more than what's already called out in the price sticker. I want to say because of the customizations and all that, obviously the company's got to make a couple bucks here and there. So I think for the price value, I think they're fine. But again, just remember, if you're really wanting these, you're basically going after the style and the look that comes with them. You're not really going to be buying these for durability. Performance wise, it's there. Are there other headphones better out there? Probably yes. But remember, these only get them if you're after the look, especially if you're a big Gengar fan. Other than that, I would suggest you can just skip them and buy yourself another type of headphones that are built better with higher quality materials and that have better technology in them as well. And same thing for the mouse. Again, the mouse, we'll see how long it takes for it to wear down and all that, and then maybe I can come back and do an after review of it. but I don't think these items are going to stay here for the long run. I think these are more for just enjoying them in that particular time set, and then when it's time to part ways, you part ways. And maybe by then they'll do another collaboration or whatever, and then that'll be the next new hype thing. And again, just as a reminder, this is the 4th video in our Halloween special. Who other than Gengar, especially in this collaboration between Razer and Pokemon. This is all I have for you today. If you like what you have seen, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and I'll see you next week with a brand new one. Thank you and bye.